Hello Libra, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. This is your December 15 until the 30th general love reading. So while I was pre-shuffling your cards, Libra, I had this feeling wherein you guys have tension lately with someone in your environment, someone who's significant in your life, perhaps a conflict or a misunderstanding that have caused some tension between the two of you. And now I can feel your stress or your anxiety. It's either that conflict is going to come to an end through communication, of course, or that the anxiety is stemming from the fact that there's no honest and clear communication between you and this person. But we're going to see with the rest of your cards. So we're back with another general reading. This is not going to be for all Libra. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. But if you want to request for a private reading, my information is down below. So happy holidays to everybody, to all my subscribers and viewers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel, liking and sharing the videos, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Alright, so let's see what's going on for my dear Libra. Spirit, angels, and universe, what are the messages for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the period of December 15 until the 30th? Allow us to see only a reflection of the truth. Wow, we have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Emperor card, could be an Aries that you're dealing with here. Six of Swords, Four of Cups in reverse, and a King of Swords. Or it could be another air sign, such as yourself. Another Libra, could be Aquarius as well, or a Gemini. But let's see over here. I'm gonna move the card so that you can see. So, at first glance, Libra, there's a lot of movement in your reading. Especially on your end, I feel like you've made your mind up and your heart to leave something significant behind. I feel like you are done fighting a battle and you feel like you can't fight anymore. So you have no other choice but to escape the situation or save yourself from possibly more hurt or more pain caused by someone in your life. With the Eight of Cups right there, I feel like you are not satisfied, you're not contented emotionally. There are a lot of things that you really thought over and over before coming to this decision. It's not a decision that you just came out of the blue or out of nowhere. I feel like this has been weighing on your mind for far so long. And now finally you have the opportunity, or the opportunity came, that you can finally close that chapter in your life. It does come with sadness though, as you can see with the Eight of Cups right there. It does come with sadness, but you're putting yourself first. I don't see you communicating with this person, even though I feel like the other person wants to communicate with you. The reason why I said that is because the Three of Swords is already in reverse. It's already a passing energy. And the only swords on your end is the Six of Swords. And that suggests you moving away, letting go of a relationship that's not serving you. I feel like if this is not something that just happened, I feel like this has already ended a long time ago. Perhaps you were just, you know, going through the motions, still feeling a bit held back from completely moving forward. It's safe to say you're still on the journey. You're still finding where is this gonna lead you. When is this moving on process ever gonna stop? When will you completely move forward from a heartache that completely devastated you? Someone truly broke your heart. It's sad to say that someone didn't really fight for the relationship that the two of you have. And this really is very painful, but it's already done. It's a passing energy. What I think hurts you the most is that you've given so much time and effort dealing with a person who was a bit difficult to be with, someone who constantly judged you. I think I felt that energy. Someone always seems to judge you, always seems to find the faults in the relationship. With the Emperor in reverse right here and the King of Swords, could be someone you look up to, someone older, someone in authority, maybe very intelligent person, a leader like, or shows leadership in their own field, and therefore that kind of dynamics has been present in that relationship, causing some form of imbalance. I feel like the Emperor being in reverse right here, I feel like this person has been very authoritative, someone you can hardly even speak what you actually feel. I feel like you, most of the time, didn't have a voice in this connection, and that you let this person do it as they please most of the time. Not because this person doesn't care for you. I feel like this person does care for you, but it's just that there are things that you don't see eye to eye with, especially within the course of the relationship. I feel like you felt suffocated for some reason, Libra, or you could have done this to someone. Of course, this is a general reading. It can be reversible, so take whatever resonates, guys. But I feel like someone here is sad that you left. Most definitely. Someone still wants to communicate with you, or somehow still thinking about you. They still have you in their minds and in their thoughts. But there's no clear communication at the moment, and it feels like you guys just refuse to communicate. You or the other person might have already turned their back again, or you both have turned your back against each other due to the past, due to all these conflicts that have arisen. It feels like I felt this energy earlier when there's that tension. There's really that tension in your atmosphere, and you badly want to get away from that tension. Okay, but it's unsettling for you guys. I feel like there's victory in you moving forward, but there's no peace at the moment. You doing the moving on process, walking away, is indeed the right thing to do, and that's what you think is the right thing to do, but it's not bringing you the peace of mind that you want and that you hope for. Reason why I said that, because we still see the Four of Cups with the Three of Swords right there, does suggest that you still constantly think about this person, and you still wonder how they're doing, what they're thinking of, and you know, what is the effect on their behalf going through this breakup and leaving you behind as well. I feel like there has been a period where you really thought this is going to work out. You know, you considered from all perspectives and angles, what is it going to be, or how is the outcome going to be if you're going to give this person another chance, or what if you have another chance to make this relationship work. It dwelled on your mind, and somehow along the way you doubted your decision, you know. But it seems like with the Emperor card, you always seem to arrive in the same conclusion, that this person will continuously treat you badly or treat you unfairly in the relationship. With the Emperor in reverse right there, someone could have shown aggression towards you, this person right there. Either they've always been aggressive, or that towards the end of the relationship, as you found out something that has torn this relationship apart, instead of someone comforting you, I feel like someone showed their other side, showed you their cold shoulder, showed aggression instead of comfort. You know what I mean? If it's you who did this though, Libra, just know that someone is still affected by what happened, by the breakup that had happened, the falling apart. Someone is not over the pain, although they have already decided to walk away. They've already convinced themselves that that was the right decision to do. It doesn't mean that they're completely at peace with their decision. I feel like if this is you though, that's going through the motions, you know, still looking back at the past, and still wondering why this person did this to you, I feel like it's because you didn't have the closure that you wanted. And the other person is aware though. I feel like they're aware and they still want to communicate with you, but they just don't know how to do it because they feel awkward doing it. They are aware of what they've done to you. They are aware of the disappointment that they have caused you, but they can't seem to change nor compromise themselves because too much has been said and too much has been done. So for them to relinquish their power, because being the Emperor in reverse right there and saying the words, it could just end up in a cycle of conflict once again, because this person is too overbearing. They're used to always getting the upper hand in the relationship, whether they are aware of that or not. Maybe they're not, you know, and maybe that's why they sort of misunderstand how firm you are of leaving or walking away. They still feel the sadness of losing you as well. I feel like they still want to communicate. They still want to open up to you, but the time isn't right, or they're second guessing this. They know that they might get rejected. They know that you're already so far away, like they couldn't seem to find you anywhere, literally, Libra. You're no longer in this person's circle. I feel like you don't even see this person a lot anymore. If you guys are workmates previously, or you know, you're just near around each other in certain community or circle, I feel like you both are avoiding each other. But his emotions or her emotions at the moment is that there are many things that they still want to say to you. For some reason, they are aware, but because of that awareness, they can get pretty awkward with opening up to you, just going to you, knocking on your doorstep maybe, or even to ask why or hi, saying hey through social media. You know what I mean? They feel awkward about that altogether. They know that they have done you wrong on so many levels. But for some of you, I feel like the wound is still fresh. No matter how many months have passed, days or weeks, what this person did to you was unforgivable, at least on your end. And that's why you refuse to like even pay attention to this person's offer of love. I feel like at some point they did try to communicate with you bit by bit, or maybe through a common friend. They try to reach you out in some way, you know, try to communicate with you. But the wound is still fresh. I mean, it just got into the point where the mistakes outweighed the happiness and the joy in the relationship, that it's somehow impossible for you to just go back and start all over again. What I sense with you though, Libra, even though there's sadness and time to time you look back, I feel like the more you walk away, the farther you get from this person, the more you're healing your heart. And that is the most important thing about this reading, is how you're actually doing after cutting this person out of your life, cutting this toxic person out of your life. I feel like more than anything, you are valuing your self-worth, Libra. You may have someone new at the moment. Could be another air sign, I feel like. But there are parts of you that have not yet completely healed because of the past. However, you feel like as time goes on, you know what they say, time heals wounds. I think that's applicable on your end. You don't necessarily need to get a closure from the person who has hurt you from the past, because I feel like someone new is already here in the picture, trying to give you the comfort, the attention, and the treatment that you badly wanted and the badly you deserve, compared to that of the previous relationship you were in. However, parts of your heart hasn't completely healed yet. It takes a while to get over a trauma, especially if someone could have done you wrong in so many levels, could have showed abuse or done you wrong emotionally, mentally, you know, abused you and used you, maybe manipulated you in so many ways. Like, I cannot express that enough. I just see it in the cards, you know. I just hope you see what I see. But back to that, this person may have had a lot of issues with their parents as well. That could have caused their lack of sympathy, their lack of showing emotions most of the time. This person wasn't as open as you hoped them to be during the course of the relationship the two of you had. I think that's the most where you struggled. You didn't want how they were presenting themselves towards you. You didn't really appreciate the way they show and express their love towards you. It seems like it wasn't enough. And if you do try to ask love from this person, I feel like oftentimes they would cut you off, or they would just ridicule you for wanting to have an emotional conversation or a deep loving conversation, as how, you know, normally couples do. And I did mention parents. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone here, but I just see it in the cards. You know, that's what the cards are saying. I hope I'm not offending anyone here. But I feel like if this was your ex, they have had some family issues or dealing with toxic relationships in their lives. That's why they have gotten so accustomed. They have gotten so accustomed with such patterns of aggression, and they bring that as a baggage towards you and other relationships they might be in the future. And this is a more important topic to bring to light. I feel like the Spirit is saying that this is exactly what happens when someone doesn't heal themselves. They carry around baggage such as the Three of Swords, you know, growing thicker skin. Nothing is wrong with that, but if you start to let all of that wrath or anger or unsettled baggage from the past, maybe trauma, anger, you know, all of that, or being in toxic relationships, be it friendships or family, if you carry that around, if you don't heal that, if you don't learn from that, you start to become that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we fear the kind of, we fear the kind of people we become. And that's what really happens when you don't heal yourself. So if you do have someone new here, I feel like you're very happy. I feel like you're very contented. At some point, you didn't want to entertain love, but I feel like you're considering on opening yourself with love once again as you move forward, and that is good. I feel like you are using this time to really heal yourself, really heal your heart, and nothing is wrong with that. At least you know your worth now, Libra. Don't compromise yourself for anyone. And more than anything, learn from the relationship you had from the past. And you now know what you don't want in a relationship. And that's what's important. So yeah, as an advice, clear the energy from the past. Let go of that so something beautiful can come in. You're going to get the peace that you want. A new life will be given to you. A feeling of rebirth. Doesn't necessarily mean with this person from the past, but this just means turning the next chapter, tying the loose ends, learning what you can from the past, and use that to mold you to become a better person, to become more spiritually aware, stronger, and healed from all the past issues and pain of the past. You know, the Judgment card calls for anything that's not serving you will completely be taken away from you. You know, and you're going to be feeling so much different, like a new person, after you let go your ex. And that is the guarantee of the universe. That's how it works. So all you have to do is to listen to the voice that's inside of you that's already telling you, now is the time. Now is the time to move forward. We have the Page of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So another air sign that you could have dealt with. I feel like, yeah, so I think that you're letting your logic go here. You're letting your overly thinking tendency to die down. I think that more than anything, you value what you've learned emotionally, spiritually from this journey. You have a clear vision of what's coming for you. I feel like someone new is going to come in, or you're already with someone new. And you already have a clear picture of all the blessings that's going to unfold in your life. It's not happening yet, but it's surely going to come. You know, just wait in patience and expect the good things to happen. It's important that you have faith that good things will happen. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you've already let go of the person from the past. And you know that you can't juggle two people. Being with someone new and still thinking of someone from the past is not going to do you any good. If you're still waiting on your ex though, you already know that it's difficult to revive a relationship, because you're just going to end up disappointed with that altogether. And I see that, you know, with the Judgment card here, the cards are saying it will be in your best intentions to keep moving forward and look for the brighter things that's going to unfold in your life. A lot of blessings is going to shower down on you, Libra, and it's really high time for self-love here, to think of yourself, to think of the healthy relationships that you must be engaging on, not the ones that are destructive. Okay, so that is your reading. Please meditate on this, Libra. Like and share the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.